Hello everyone. Welcome to online session of Standard 8th History. In this session, we are going to revise chapter number 9, Last Phase of Struggle for Independence. In this chapter, we have studied about Quit India movement, its resolution and its importance. And we have also studied about underground movement and people's movement and their contribution to encourage the agitators fighting for free India and the establishment of parallel government in India and contribution of Indian National Army, that is Azad Hind Sena, along with naval force to break the controlling power of British government in India. Now let us revise about all these events in detail. The Act of 1935 made a provision for the British governed Indian provinces and princely states to form a federation. So, students, what provision was made according to the Act of 1935? The Act of 1935 made a provision for the British governed Indian provinces and princely states to form a federation. Why was the proposal of federal state not brought into practice? According to the Act of 1935, the working of British governed provinces will be handed over to the Indian representatives. If the princely states join the federation, then they would lose their autonomy. Hence, they refused to join. Therefore, the proposal of federal state in the Act was not brought into practice. The Indian National Congress was not satisfied with the Act of 1935, but still they decided to take part in the elections of provincial legislature provided by the Act of 1935. In 1937, elections were held in 11 provinces in the country. Among these, Indian National Congress gained majority over 8 provinces and came into the power. In other 3 provinces, none of the party could achieve majority and therefore mixed cabinet was formed. What work did the cabinet ministers of Indian National Congress perform? The cabinet ministers of Indian National Congress performed work such as releasing political prisoners from jail, introducing basic education, prohibiting liquor, improving condition of the Dalits, and giving debt relief to the farmers. Students, we have studied about the Cripps mission. So, why did the British Prime Minister send Sir Stafford Cripps to India? During the Second World War, England supported America against Japan. The Japanese army reached the eastern borders of India. The British realized that if Japan attacks India, then they will need cooperation from the Indians. Hence, the British Prime Minister Winston Churchill sent Sir Stafford Cripps to India. In March 1942, Sir Stafford Cripps put up a proposal of India in front of the Indians, but none of the political party was satisfied with his proposal. The Indian National Congress rejected the proposal since there was no clear mention of complete independence. And the Muslim League also rejected the Cripps mission because there was no mention of creation of Pakistan. After the Cripps mission, the Indian National Congress decided to start an intense movement for attaining independence. The Working Committee of the Congress passed a resolution on 14th July 1942 at Wardha. The resolution demanded that the British rule in India be ended immediately and India should be given independence. If this demand was not fulfilled, then the Indian National Congress warned to start a non-violent movement for freedom of India under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji made an inspirational appeal to the public to be ready to sacrifice with the feeling of do or die. Students, who was first Satyagrahi of individual Satyagraha? Acharya Vinoba Bhave was the first Satyagrahi of individual Satyagraha. The British government was constantly neglecting the demands, hence the Indian National Congress decided to start anti-war propaganda. For this, it was decided that instead of a collective movement, every single person should disobey the laws. This was known as individual Satyagraha. At the end of 1942, the public movement got a new turn. In Mumbai, Vittal Zaveri, Usha Mehta and her companions established a secret transmission center named Azad Radio. Patriotic speeches were telecasted. This gave encouragement to the agitators. Such transmission centers operated at Kolkata, Delhi, Pune for some period of time. At some places in the country, British officers were driven out and the people's government was established. These are called parallel government. Parallel government was formed in districts of Midnapur in Bengal, Balaya and Azamgarh in Uttar Pradesh, Purnia in Bihar and Satara in Maharashtra. Students, now let us revise about Indian National Army. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was the leader of Azad Hind Sena. He founded Forward Bloc and Free India Center. From the Berlin radio station in Germany, he appealed to the people to join in an armed struggle. During this period, Rash Bihari Bose invited Subhash Chandra Bose to Japan. Rash Bihari Bose, with the help of Captain Mohan Singh, formed a battalion and it was named as Indian National Army. Later, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose led the Indian National Army. With the inspiration from Indian National Army, the Navy and Air Force soldiers caused discontent against the British government. The British government sent army to open fire on the naval soldiers. The rebels also made counter-attack with firing. To support the uprising of naval soldiers, the Air Force officers from Delhi, Lahore, Karachi, Ambala, Meerut, etc. went on strike. These revolts were a clear indication that the sentiments of discontent against the rulers had reached a climax. In this way, the period between 1942 to 1946 shook the foundation of British power in India. Through the Quit India movement, the severe discontent of Indian people against the British was expressed. Army, Navy and Air Force was the backbone of British power. They were also now opposing the British. Due to these incidents, the British rulers realized that they will not be able to empower India for a long period of time.